you're thinking about going to school for a marketing degree, please, please, please watch this. I was so hesitant to even make this video because I don't want to be responsible for swaying someone's decision to get a marketing degree or to not. But I honestly wish that I would have seen a video like this when I was making my decision and just been more informed when I was making such a huge decision. Now, before I say anything, I just want to say this is my personal experience. It's not going to be the same for everybody, but I want to just put it out there just so that there is more information on just what a marketing degree is, what the jobs look like, and what to expect. I originally had plans on going to school for accounting, and 3 years into it, I realized that I hated it. So I sat down with my counselors and they basically gave me the option of finance or marketing. And at the time, finance sounded so much like accounting that I wanted nothing to do with it. So marketing just seemed like the most logical degree to go for. So basically marketing just kind of like fell into my lap and I went with it. I honestly liked marketing while I was going to school. I feel like marketing is a mix of like psychology and business put together because you are basically tricking people into thinking that your brand or your item is superior to all the other ones and that they need it. Marketing basically is everything that has to do with branding and just differentiating yourself from another brand. If you think about Nike or Adidas or Puma, they can charge premium price for an item that you can get at Walmart or Target for half the price. But because of their branding, they're able to charge the amount that they do. They have tricked basically people into thinking that their products are better, that their products are different, that their products are going to make you the fastest athlete on the world. But basically that's what branding is. It's just differentiating yourself and being superior or better or higher quality or whatever it is than another item. And that's why you can charge a premium. I really like marketing, but the degree itself comes with a lot of drawbacks. For me, the biggest drawback is that it is a super popular degree to get as a business student. And because of that, seeking a job is highly competitive. And because of the increased competition, companies are able to pay less. As an entry-level marketing position, if you go on Google, it'll say that you're gonna make about $49,000 for like your first 5 years. And that could be accurate if you get a job in a good company like American Airlines. American Airlines will probably pay you $49,000. Now, if you don't land a job at a Fortune 500 company like American Airlines, you're most likely going to get paid in the lower $40,000 or upper $30,000. And that to me is crazy. Like, I didn't go to college to come out, graduate, and get paid $40,000. So in an entry-level position, you're expected to do SEO, market research, digital marketing, probably control their social medias. Like, they want you to do 5 different things, but you're getting paid $40,000. That to me is not fair, because if you look at any other business degrees, when they come out of college, their entry-level positions require you to do so much less, and they're probably getting paid more than a marketing position. And honestly, not everything is about money, but I'm just being realistic. You're going to school, it's not for free, you're paying a lot of money. You expect to come out and make money. You don't go to school and come out expecting to get paid $40,000 to work, 40 hours a week. Although marketing positions tend to pay less than other degrees, they do have a wider variety of job opportunities than someone that, let's say, gets a HR degree. With marketing, you can go into so many different things. You can go into like digital marketing, you can go into the creative side, you can go into even like product merchandising, you can go into advertising. There are so many areas that you can go into with a marketing degree, and that can be a good or a bad thing. So If you're the type of person that is very, very indecisive, it might be too much for you. If you're a person that likes to have a lot of different options, then that would be amazing for you. So I'm just putting it out there that, you know, think about who you are and think about if that would be a pro or a con for you. For me, it's both, because I'm a indecisive person, but I also don't like to be tied down to one thing. So I like that I have the freedom to kind of go into different areas until I find what I like. I switched from accounting because it seemed so narrow that it just kind of like freaked me out. So I do like that marketing has a way wider variety of opportunities and jobs that you can kind of like cross over from one to the other, whereas I think other degrees don't necessarily have that option. So to recap, it is a very competitive industry, it is a very demanding industry, and it pays a lot less than other industries do. So with that in mind, I'll move on to the next topic, which is basically why I think that a college degree isn't really worth it, money-wise and also on the education side. Because I went to one of the, if you go on Google and you type in like top business schools in Texas, my school shows up. And I feel like I didn't get a good education. And I always went to class. I graduated with a good GPA. I was not like the most involved student, but I was not the student like sleeping in the corner, you know? I was never taught how to do ads. I was never taught how to do any Adobe products, never played around with Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, anything like that. We focus a lot on theories and the history and what marketing strategies have worked before, and we did a lot of case studies, and all of that is fine because it gives you a very broad and overall idea on what marketing strategies work, what to do, what not to do, and that is good. I'm not complaining about that. They, in the traditional sense, have a good marketing program, but in 2021, a lot of that doesn't apply. A lot of companies are doing digital marketing. Almost everything is on the internet. I had only one class that had us do Google Ads, and Google Ads basically run the internet. For a 4-year program, I didn't get an in-depth education on what to expect in the real marketing world. A lot of my classes were just theories and case studies, and I can't speak for any other school, but I think that that is probably a pretty common theme across most schools, that their marketing program is just outdated. And how could it not be? I mean, this industry is literally changing every single day. What we do today is not the same that was done 2 years ago, and it's not going to be the same that we do 2 years from now. So it's something that you constantly have to be learning, but I think that to go to school for it, you're paying thousands and thousands of dollars. They should at least be teaching you somewhat current strategies or methods, because you're coming out of college not really knowing what to do. All of the things that I know how to do, how to use Salesforce, how to use Photoshop, all of that was learned through my internships and the jobs that I did while I was in school. You know, like probably 10% of it was learned in class, and I don't think that's fair. You're paying for an education, and that's what you should get. To summarize it, I think that schools are really outdated, and the people teaching you probably have no idea what's used today. This industry is just constantly changing in today's world because almost everything is shifting to online, and they just have not caught up. To summarize, basically, I wanted to just talk about some of the pros and cons that I have personally experienced in getting a marketing degree. I think that one of the best things about a marketing degree is how many different opportunities you have with a marketing major. You really have the opportunity to go from one area to another pretty easily. But with that, a lot of people do have marketing majors, and there is a lot of competition. Companies tend to pay marketing majors less than people with other degrees. And if you choose a marketing major, you're kind of stuck in the marketing and sales world, versus if you get a degree in something like finance, you could work in the finance world. If you don't like the finance world, you could switch over to marketing. It doesn't really work that way. If you get a marketing degree, you can't just move over to finance if you want to. I also think that schools are not caught up with today's marketing strategies and methods, and that is one of the biggest drawbacks, because you're paying so much money for an education and the education is just not there. You're going to have to either teach yourself as you're in school, or you're gonna have to learn on an internship, or you're gonna have to learn once you graduate by yourself. So it's like, what did I even go to school for if I'm having to come out and teach myself everything? Marketing gives you an overall idea of what everything is. It goes into, you know, a little bit of everything, but it doesn't go in depth into anything. And I think that's one of the biggest drawbacks. And then for me, the biggest drawback is that you don't get paid as much. I mean, when you compare a marketing salary with a finance salary, or even an HR salary, marketing tends to get paid less, especially entry level. They'll pay you even hourly, or they'll try to pay you $38,000 a year when you're putting in 40 hours a week. And I just don't think that's fair because of the work that goes into these marketing positions. So that's basically all I have to say. I feel like I said so much. If you have any questions, like, please let me know. I'm more than happy to answer them. Thinking back, I probably would have chosen something else, or I would have gone and gotten my marketing degree but minored in something else. I don't want to sway anyone away from getting a marketing degree. I do think it is a great field, but it does come with drawbacks like everything else. You just have to think about if it's something that you really want to do, or if you're just choosing it because it's there. If you're just choosing it because it's there, there's other degrees that are better. But if you really love marketing, then go for it. I mean, the opportunities are honestly endless, and you get to learn things that are super valuable if you ever want to open your own business, or even how to market yourself. So that's all I have to say. Like I said, if you have any questions, please comment them below, and just take everything I said with a grain of salt. Again, this is just my experience. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let me know if you have any questions.